right, so hopefully you can all see my screen. So like I said on the panel, my name is Irene Naidu. I'm one of the senior sales leads at Fujitsu. Fujitsu Oceania is a global company with over 100 locations worldwide. And I've been in the industry for quite some time, and I'll take you through that very shortly. I've been at Fujitsu for 6 months now, so I am quite new, but not new to the industry. So with that, I will give you a quick who Irene is slideshow. So a bit about me. Born in Wellington, diehard hurricane supporter, eldest of 2 children, and since the age of 15, I've been a resident of South Auckland and raised by my biggest cheerleader, my mum. I have 2 beautiful children, and I'm happily married. And I went to Otahu College, and then MIT. And whilst I was at MIT, I was actually offered my first role in the distribution sector in technology as a data entry specialist. And so I jumped into that role. And from there, I'm very lucky to have experienced 3 main sectors within the industry. So there's distribution, there's the vendor sector, and then there's the reseller channel, which is where I'm at now. So from distribution, one of the big distribution giants in New Zealand is Ingram Micro. So I was one of the original Ingram Micro team. And then from there, I went to IBM, which is one of our large vendors in New Zealand, and they're also a massive global company, Lenovo, and then Microsoft. And then from there, I went into the channel side of things at Acquire. So basically, being a reseller means you sell all of the products, and you can purchase off the big distributors like Ingram in New Zealand. And then from there, I went to PB Tech. I'm sure everybody knows who PB Tech is, so I don't need to explain that to you. And then started at Fujitsu. So my Fujitsu timeline so far, I thought I'd share this with you because it will give you a bit of insight. In the last 6 months, I've seen a lot of exciting things happen and progress, and new team members joining all the time, and everyone's just so excited to support one another and support our diversity and inclusion plans. So, oops, sorry, wrong way. One of the things that I have taken part in is the Women in ICT Awards, and Fujitsu were very fortunate. We had 4 individual nominations and 1 company nomination. Our company nomination was for diversity and inclusion champions category. No wins this year, sadly, but to have this many nominations for 1 company was a celebration in itself. So I'm also a judge at the awards, so that was very exciting. I wasn't allowed to judge Fujitsu, obviously, but yeah, it was a great experience. And then I think this picture here, this is the Tonga Relief Committee team. So when the volcano erupted in Tonga, I actually worked to mobilize a lot of the businesses from the technology sector in my evenings to stockpile technology equipment and donate them to the Aotearoa Tonga Relief Committee, led by our Labour MP Anahila and Coconut Wireless's Mez. And Fujitsu saw that I was doing a lot of work, and so they also donated some hardware. So we were able to fill up a whole container full of tech equipment and ship it off to Tonga, because they'd lost so much technology, and they needed, especially the government departments and their schools, they needed to get back online as soon as possible. So it was great that Fujitsu were able to help on that front. Um, We've also, this year we were recognised as a Work 180 employer. That just basically means that we've been identified as a company committed to raising workplace standards for all women and just breaking the bias, really. We also, I think this was last week or the week before, we had some laptops returned to Fujitsu's warehouse, and nothing wrong with them. It's just the customers that returned them wanted newer, bigger, better. So we refurbished them and donated them to Manerewa High School. That's me dragging my team along in the rain to carry. I didn't carry the boxes, sorry guys. But yes, so we donated 30 of these laptops to the Year 13 Passport to Employment class. So this class enables students to transition directly from high school into employment. So that was really fun to be able to help them with that. And then this is just a picture of the Fujitsu ladies and our wonderful Mustafa, who helped support us on the day at the Women in ICT Awards. And then I think I touched previously on South Auckland STEM, which is a huge focus area for me. And being at Fujitsu, I've been with South Auckland STEM for a number of years now. I can't remember exactly how many, but this is our Fujitsu team. We just came back from a kickoff in Sydney. And then when we came back, we were hosting the Prime Minister pre-budget lunch. And we had 3 spare seats, which I asked if we could offer to our South Auckland STEM students, because I thought it would be a good experience for them to come to a nice corporate event. And, you know, the Honourable Jacinda was, she was meant to be there in person. Unfortunately, at the time, she was in isolation. But this is just a few photos, and these are our 2 girls here from South Auckland STEM and Mez, our founder. So it was great that we were able to do that. And then the girls got to meet Chris Hipkins, his nice Fujitsu logo. Yeah, so that's a little bit about me. I think that's enough waffling on, but if you do want to connect with me, feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. If you just hold up your camera to the screen, you'll be able to add me and see, or just connect or reach out if you've got any questions. I'm always happy to help. I'm very active on social media, so you'll see when you connect with me. All right, so let's get into it. About Fujitsu. Who are Fujitsu? What do they do? And, you know, what sort of opportunities are there? Well, there's a lot. This afternoon, I'm going to outline why it's such an exciting time to join Fujitsu, what our shared purpose is, and our employee value proposition. We exceed when we come to work and deliver customer solutions in with our teams, and that's a huge area of focus for us. We have Graham, who's our new CEO, that's come on board as well, and he is making a lot of positive change throughout the Oceania business. So I'm just going to showcase to you. This is what we're looking at like at the moment across Oceania, what our capabilities are, what our reach is. You'll see we have service hubs, we have corporate offices, we have 9 across New Zealand, and yep, all across our cousins in Australia as well. And then globally, these are all our service hubs, our data centers, our research centers. What have we got there? Well, security, we've got our security operations. So Fujitsu offers a full range of product solutions and services to customers across New Zealand and across the globe. New Zealand's head office is based in Wellington, and then supported by offices Auckland, Christchurch, Dunedin, Gisborne, Hamilton, Hastings, Palmerston North, and Timaru. And Fujitsu is established in over 100 countries around the world. Our headquarters are based in Japan. Some fast facts about Fujitsu. Right, so global integration. Fujitsu like to think global and act local. Wherever our customers are located, we want to always allow our customers to access our expertise, product solutions, wherever they are. This slide was quite interesting to me because I didn't know about the supercomputer, and so I dug a little deeper into what that was. It's called Fugaku. I had to check that was the right pronunciation. So Fujitsu have developed the world's fastest supercomputer. So together with a company called Riken, we developed Fugaku. And basically this supercomputer is being used as a research for potential therapies for COVID-19, which I thought was pretty cool. Then we've got some of the work that we've been doing with Department of Conservation. Fujitsu is a very, very strong contender in sustainability, and we have a lot of focus around that. So we work quite closely with DOC in amongst their digital transformation. We really rallied together and helped deploy 1,700 AWS workspaces, which I thought was also very cool. We've also implemented Woolworths mini supermarkets across Australia. What these are there to help prepare students with disabilities for post-school life, to get them familiar with supermarkets. So a few of these have gone up in Australia, and we are in talks to replicating that in New Zealand, which I'm a part of that team. So it's all very exciting. And then at a glance, Fujitsu, Australia and New Zealand. So, yep, so 30 plus locations. We're very big on sustainability, recycling, reducing e-waste. That's a lot of has a lot of focus within the company as well. Our yes, we have over 1,000 customers, and at a glance, Fujitsu, they have a lot of research and development focus, like you saw with the supercomputer. And so we're always looking at innovative ways to utilize our global reach to help with the local, make a local impact. And we leverage our global services and solutions quite a bit for New Zealand, which is really, really important. A bit of a lag there. So here on this slide, you'll see a few of our partners that we work with, and the list is massive, but I thought I'd pick some of the really key ones that we've been working with locally. A lot of our businesses and a lot of our customers and client base use this technology within their business frames. So we do have extensive experience across New Zealand, and we're very proud of our long-term relationships with our customers. And in turn, they are very reliant on our expert levels and our advice. We have consultants, we have security specialists, we have AI specialists. The list goes on. So yes, we're very focused on the Fujitsu way. That. So the Fujitsu way is basically, what is Fujitsu's purpose? What are we focused on? What are our aspirations? We have extensive experience in New Zealand, like I said. We're definitely looking at working better with communities, because New Zealand is all about communities and it's all about relationship. So this is why we're so proud to launch the Māori and Pasifika Inclusion Plan last year. And that was launched to actively encourage our employees to highlight opportunities and expand focus in the area. So from there, we're looking at initiatives to assist employment for Māori and Pasifika, increasing use of our First Nations owned businesses, which is already underway in Australia. And if you look up Fujitsu working with First Nations, if you just Google that, you'll be able to see some of the work that's being done around that. We are also very conscious about, I've spoken about sustainability, some fast facts there actually. We've reduced a lot of our emissions by 60%, where our Fujitsu cars are all hybrid, and that's made a huge difference. You'll see here our head office collected over 12,000 disposable coffee cups for recycling in 8 months. I mean, I'm just like, oh my gosh, that's a lot of coffee drinking. But these types of initiatives are what's coming up for us, and what is the important messages that we encourage a lot of our newcomers to get involved in and speak up about, because everybody always comes to the table with new ideas, and that's what we like to encourage at Fujitsu. So our digital transformation. Where do I begin with our digital transformation? These were 3 of the key areas that I thought were really, really exciting, because we've got Digital Owl, which is AI and drone enabled conservation. And definitely look this up, because this technology is just next level. There you'll see one of the Koshin cars. It's an AI enabled car. Brain aneurysm, oh, that's right. And then the brain aneurysm identification. This is software to help radiologists with the detection and monitoring of brain aneurysms. So, all the different areas that Fujitsu seem to be helping all the different sectors with is a journey in itself. I mean, from all of the IT services we have available, you could think of a lot of cloud-based technologies, connecting people and applications easily, cybersecurity, building resilience from a risk perspective. And we work very closely with the likes of Microsoft and ServiceNow, which enables us to, use their advice, their knowledge, their expertise, look at what they're doing globally. The pandemic was a classic example of how the technology sector pulled together and transformed how we started learning and working. And Fujitsu put a lot of services and support in place for customers to support their transformation journeys and collaborations with a lot of the big giants, the Microsofts, etc., to design their digital workplaces, because a lot of them weren't prepared for the pandemic. I mean, I don't think anybody really was. So it was quite good that we made quite a difference in that side. Then we
Hey,
look
Irene,
at, oh,
might
sorry.
just jump in there. We're just a little bit
Have we gone a
running
bit
over time.
over?
Yeah, that's
All
right.
right.
If that's
Can
okay.
I
But
just skip to the last slide?
yeah,
This
absolutely.
is just, look, if you're keen on the Fujitsu story, I can go on and on about it. I'm happy, reach out. If you scan this QR code, it will take you through to the Survey Monkey, where you'll be able to get in touch with our team. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. And feel free, if Irene, you want to stick around as well on the background in case any
Absolutely.
questions come in, guys. So feel free to use that Q&A box as well. And Irene can
Perfect.
keep chatting away with you as she's in the background. But next up, we actually have Hussein from Datacom. And thanks, Irene, for sharing as well. Appreciate that.